All right, guys. Hey, Coach Marcus here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I forgot to put my high vibe on. Hold up. Let me put this on pretty quickly. Oh, man, this stuff is great. If you guys don't have high vibe, y'all need to get it because it really does pick up the vibe in the space. But anyway, all right, folks. Y'all, got to get a couple people to be admins, host for me. If you guys can help and admit some people to the room for us. I know we're already recording, but that's all good. I got you. All right. So anyway, guys, Coach Marcus here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Want to welcome you to tonight's information and testimonial Zoom with Green Organics. We are a network marketing company. Well, actually, two network marketing companies under the Green Organics umbrella. And just to give you a quick overview of who we are. So Goldasana is one company, and Goldasana is the household products. We have a hard surface household cleaner. We also have a laundry detergent, and we also are personal care, tooth powder, hair and body bars, deodorant sticks, and we have hair product, and a skincare product, and a black seed oil and essential oils. So primarily, personal care, household products, and Heart by Naturals is our supplements and superfood division. So before we started recording, was talking to the people who are here about some upcoming products that are in development with HBN. So have well over 200 products with HBN, over 200 products with Goldasana and growing. Okay, and I like the fact that all of our products are clean, they're organic, they're plant-based, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. Our product formulator, her name is Alexandra Brighton. You guys can Google her name. She formulates our products, and they all work. And people join us primarily as people who are looking for solutions to problems, either with their health or they want to have cleaner personal care products. And a few people participate in the incentive plan and earn income. Okay, so the products are awesome, and we have a pay plan with both companies that are fair, aggressive, and balanced. And most people, they start with one company, they like the products, and then they need something from the other company, so they join the other company. So that's how we're structured, but it's two separate network marketing companies under the Green Organics umbrella. And the cool thing is, people do network marketing every day, but don't get paid for it because people are always, using things they like deodorant, tooth powder, coffee, supplements, and if they like them, they share them with people, but don't get paid. What we do here, right? We show people how to do something they already know how to do by buying, using, and sharing products, and show them how they can get paid for it. Right? That's how simple it is. So I want to welcome you here tonight. If you are a guest, just comment in the chat. Let us know who invited you. And if at any time you're ready to get started with us, get back with the person that either invited you here live or they care enough about you and share the replay with you so you can get your question answered. And let me, who's that? Okay, and make sure you keep your lines muted because this is recorded and it kind of disrupts the people watching the recording when we're done. So just be respectful. So we will be done by the top of the next hour. So we have about 50 minutes. And as far as how we get paid here, there are several ways the company pays us. We get paid daily with both companies. We're paid weekly with both companies. We also have monthly pay. So I'm not going to go into all the specifics of how the money works, but maybe someone here who is benefiting from the opportunity will share a financial testimonial. Because of that, I have to give a couple disclaimers. Number one, we all work hard. So the people who are here or whoever invited you work hard. Okay, so you might join us and not earn any money. Okay, we never guarantee you're going to earn any income here, but you will have access to using high quality, top-notch products. We also aren't making any medical claims. We're not saying any of our products diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. We're not doctors. We're regular people. We're consultants and influencers and affiliates, and we use products just like you. But if you do have any concerns about the products, talk to your doctor before using them. Okay, so that's our disclaimer. So with that being said, I want to open the floor to anyone who has a testimonial they'd like to share today. You can raise your hands. We can see who wants to share. There should be a raise hand button on your Zoom screen somewhere, and then you can unmute yourself. So who wants to go first? I know we have so many. Don't I know some people like to wait and give other people chances because they share. And the great thing about us, folks, we have people on there. We can have a different testimonial from each person who attends every week. Okay, so because the products work, but Miriam's up first, and then we have Dr. Dorothy after her. Go ahead, Miriam. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, a quick testimonial about the pain cream. So all of that stuff I did yesterday that I told you all about, I was lifting a lot of heavy bags of like 15-pound, 20-pound bag of charcoal and all of that stuff. I was rushing and rushing, but I wasn't paying attention to my shoulder, which I injured a couple of years back. So it was really, really sore this morning when I got up. So I took this pain cream. Oh, can y'all see the pain cream? Okay, yeah. So I used the pain cream, in the joint, kind of like it's in the joint and like right here on my shoulder. And I also used the regular Blue Label magnesium oil, and I massaged it in, and then I just proceeded to go about my day. So maybe around, and that was like early as soon as I got up. So it was like maybe around 7 a.m. Around noon, I was thinking about, I was talking to somebody about something, and I was like, wait a minute, my arm isn't hurting. And it usually, like, I guess, I don't know if I just overextended or whatever, but, sometimes you know how it doesn't always go away 100%. It might just lessen the pain, but this time around, it went away 100%. I feel great. If you all haven't used the pain cream, don't sleep on it. Try it because it really, really does help. Actually, yesterday, at the carnival I went to, I had this with me, the magnesium oil spray in my purse. And there was a gentleman there, and he had like a foot brace on. He said, "Yeah, I sprained my ankle." I said, "Wait a minute, I got something for you." And I said, yeah, you know how like I was just joking with him, but I said, but you know how grandmothers are with, come here, baby, I got something for you. And I sprayed this on his foot. So he unwrapped his foot and everything and sprayed that on. I said, massage it in and let me know how that helps you feel. It might not be a pain spray, but that magnesium might be getting there and just what you need to help reduce some of that pain. So I'm waiting to hear from him. I'm actually conversing back and forth with his mother, so hopefully I'll hear a good testimony about that, about the pain cream. But that's all I had. I just wanted to, if you haven't tried the pain cream and the spray or any of the magnesium sprays, try it. Oh, one more. So, I'm sorry, I know I said I had one, but this one is in reference to the wild yam spray, the wild yam magnesium spray. Had a new person come on board, and she ordered, that was one of the things that she ordered, and she has fibromyalgia. She told me that she sprayed some on the knuckles, on her, knuckles, where that, I guess that's where she experiences that. And she told me like a while later, a lot of that pain had reduced. And I said, wow, and that wasn't even like a pain spray, but it could be that magnesium is what you needed in your body. So she was so excited about that. So that's all I had to say about that. Get the magnesium sprays.
That's awesome. Yeah, the magnesium sprays are awesome. I think I use, gosh, in the morning time is wild yam, Power Max. Sometimes I use magnesium with that, the regular magnesium spray. When I'm sore, I use the pain magnesium spray. And then in the evening time, some nights I use the sleep one. So sometimes I use all five. I think we have five of them all on the same day. But the lotion is also great too. So for some people, who want that want to use the lotion is more moisturizing. And a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to like take a whole tablespoon of it out. You can just take a dab and rub it on any area where they're sore at, and it works fast and it works for a long time. Thank you for sharing that. And the reason some people see their pain diminish by using not the pain spray or the lotion is because of magnesium. Magnesium does help relieve pain, and so it's a great product, for people who may not want to have the benefits of the Power Max or the Wild Yam or the Sleep or the pain one. You need to have the just a regular magnesium spray because most people are magnesium deficient. Okay, and what happens is if your body is severely magnesium deficient, the greatest side effect is death. Right, people can die. So you need magnesium, and I know Coach Seymour, he launched his business from using the magnesium lotion. Right, he bought the jar and then he just made little samples, like took a little, just enough for people to get us just a serving of it. He went to work and talking to people complaining about being in pain. He said, "Hey, I have something for you." They used it. They got relief. When the pain came back, like the next day, they came back and wanted some more. He's like, "Well, I gave it to you for free. Now you got to buy it, right?" So that's how Coach Seymour launched his business back in 2019, and he didn't join. And the funny thing, he didn't join because of that. He joined to prove the product didn't work, and so he bought the. If you guys ever, I'll tell a story because he he went to work, came home, put some meat pies in the oven, right? And went and got cleaned up and had put some sleep lotion on, went to sleep. Hours later, he wakes up and he smoke alarm going off, kitchen smoky, and he forgot, he didn't realize he fell asleep while his meat patties were in the oven, and he was about to watch Netflix, and it was still on the Netflix symbol on his screen. So that's how potent the sleep lotion is. But the sleep spray works faster to me. Great product. But thank you, Maren, for sharing that. All right. Hey, Dr. Dorothy, thank you for being here. Do I have to unmute you? Go ahead. Can you unmute? There you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, good evening to everyone. I don't usually come on, but I have many testimonies, but I had to tell you about this particular one yesterday when I was visiting with my sister uh, at a church. This young lady, she bought some products for me last year when I was in Texas. I'm still here in Texas, and I'll be leaving the 29th. I know Coach Marcus always say, "Where are you now?" But I'll be going back to Ohio on the 29th. But anyway, um, she was sitting in front of me, so she turned around. She said, "Smell this." It was a little brown bottle with a roller on it. And she said, "I bet you know what that is." So I sniffed, I sniffed. I said, "Smells kind of like peppermint, but it's not very strong." I said, "Mine is better than yours." She said, "What?" She said, "Show me." And for some reason, I put peppermint in my purse Sunday morning. And I think because I didn't want to get sleepy, because, it'll wake you up. And so I said, "No, you smell mine." So I let her smell my peppermint, and she kept on through the whole service. She kept sniffing, she said, "This stuff makes me feel so good all the way through." I said, "Yes." And she said, "I want some of that. I want some of that." So she's going to place an order. And that was just a blessing to know that we have some really, then I told her, I said, "Our product's very potent. You just need a little bit." And she couldn't believe the difference and how strong it was. And also going back with the sleep, a line. I'm like Mary and I got more than one, but I'm gonna get other people's chance to talk. My neck was bothering me at night, and I said, "Let me try this Align on my neck." And I put some of that on my neck, like every night, and also the sleep magnesium, and I put that on my body. Number one, I'm not having that pain anymore. I don't know what it is, which one it is, but when I use that magnesium sleep, I don't even know when I go to sleep. It's just knock you out. So that's what I want to share tonight. These products work and they are so awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that. And that's awesome. That was a perfect situation scenario where you were able to compare another peppermint oil to ours. And so, and you know, this reading God, he said he puts us in the right place at the right time. And so it wasn't by accident you happen to put your peppermint oil in your purse. And the lady at church wanted had peppermint oil in her bottle. So that was great. And so people don't realize, you know, because of our relationship with Alexander Brighton, our products, especially the oils, we get first dibs. We get first choice on the crops. So the flowers and the plants and the trees and leaves that go into making our oils, when the farmers are growing them, when suppliers are growing them, they contact Alexandria first, right? And to say, hey, I'm growing this crop of whatever this is. Once it's mature and ready, do you guys want to buy it? And so, and Alexandria doesn't automatically say yes. He looks at the times being grown, looks at the temperature and all. She has a list qualification before she says yes. And so we get first dibs. So we get the higher quality ingredients. Everyone else gets whatever is left, right? And then a lot of these companies they water down their oils, right? They make them less potent just to have more liquid in the bottle, right? And we don't do that. We don't our company we don't add anything to the products, and you also don't take anything away. So that's why they're very pure, and that's why they work so well. Okay, I like putting peppermint oil in my water bottle before I go to the gym. Just one drop, not two. Two drops too strong. One drop. I work out. It opens up the passageways so I can breathe and get more oxygen in. It's great. So, but thank you for sharing that. And then the line, I know someone shared. I don't know. It was 2 weeks ago how they had some stomach discomfort, and they took a couple of drops of a line and rubbed it over their stomach, and it stopped it, just like Ease and the Digest does. And so I'm not surprised you took some Align and rubbed it on your neck. It has so many uses. And Miriam said I actually put three. I did the same thing last week, Miriam. My bottle tastes like clove oil, but I got it down though. I got it down, but it did make it feel kind of numb a little bit. My gums were kind of numb from that clove, but one drop of clove oil, right? You don't need a whole lot of clove, and it is safe to ingest it. Okay, but try to limit that to one drop. All right, but thank you, Dr. Dorothy, for sharing. All right, Coach Seymour, you go ahead and unmute yourself, sir. I'll mute myself out.
Hi, everybody. One little quick tip. If you to make sure that, because I've done this several times, but to make sure that you don't put too much of the peppermint or clove in your bottle, turn it sideways, and that way it comes out a lot slower. And that way you can see when that first drop and you can lift it up. Because I remember the first time I did with my peppermint, I just did some in my Nova coffee. I messed around because I was thinking it was like a blend where it's thicker, and when I turned it upside down, that thing just poured out. And I tried to drink that. I had to throw it away because it was too strong. So turn the bottle sideways and then just kind of slightly till you see that one drop come out. Everybody know we was in Orlando back in February. So when I got back from Orlando, you know, me, Marcus, and Myrtle going out to eat while we was there and eating stuff that we don't normally would eat. I came back and I was at 235. I started a sour sap and the holy basil, and then this came out. Y'all know what this is. Tulsi tea. I got on the scale yesterday before I left to go over to Myrtle's house to do some teaching. And guess what my scale said? It said 213 pounds. My goal was 211, but I think I'm good right here where I'm at now, 213. I feel good. And it's just, man, between the sour sap and this right here, because I still take my sour sap. I was doing the sour sap and the holy basil 3 times a day. I dropped that down to just twice now because I don't want to lose too much weight. I don't want to release too much weight off my body because I don't want to look anorexic. But that was my first testimony. Second testimony was went over to Myrtle yesterday. We went over there. I went over there because we was invited. She had dinner after church, and she like, I wasn't gonna be going because I was supposed to be hanging out with my little granddaughter and grandson. But since our birthday was Saturday, mom and dad decided that they wanted to spend the weekend with them, so they'll be here next weekend. So I told Myrtle, I said, hey, what time is dinner? So I'll be able to make it because I'm not with Lily there. So I got there, and Myrtle had some family members and some church friends come over, and her brother, and we all ate. She made a big old meal. So I was eating bad again yesterday, but pies and all that stuff. And so right after we got through finish, Myrtle just, how Coach Marcus, how Myrtle is. She ain't wasting no time. She picked up a pad. She said, everybody sign in. She had everybody sign in. She said, "Go, we getting ready to have a meeting. We're gonna have some training, and Seymour gonna be doing some teaching, and I need everybody to listen." And so people were asking questions after I got through doing a little teaching on our products and stuff like that, and then a little bit about the business. And I ain't gonna call the person name, but one of the individuals were talking, and Myrtle cracked me up. Myrtle said, hey, be quiet. Listen to what Seymour said, and by the way, take your credit cards out. So she was not scared to ask for the money. Long story short, Myrtle had one individual that over 100 CD order. About 3 or 4 other people ordered some other products. I had brought some products to give away. So a couple of the products was the deodorant. And so I had some people smelling it. And next thing I know, they're like, hey, I want this deodorant. I want that deodorant. I got some Epi Detox gave away. I gave away a bottle of Pro Max, even though I said I wasn't going to do that, but I had 8 bottles, so I decided I'll give one away. Some Sun, some Prostate, and Berberine is what I gave away yesterday. And the end result was that Myrtle got a whole lot of orders just by inviting them over for dinner, and then basically went straight into business after the dinner. Normally we do the business first and the dinner, but she didn't give them time to get relaxed and get sleepy. She said, everybody fill this paper out, and we went to work. So my thing is, if you are teachable and coachable and want to let you see your business grow, don't be scared. Like I said the other day in that call, I'm looking for people with a PhD and people that don't want to have an STD. One, PhD, got to be poor, hungry, and driven. And STD, you got to stop being scared to death. Run the business, work your business, and your business going to basically show you the great results. And because of that, me working the business the way I work it and push it constantly, guess what, Coach Marcus? I'm 4,500 away from 100K. Back to you, Coach.
That's awesome, man. You're gonna knock out that 4,000. That's done. So that's where we went out. Cause congrats on that. Yeah, Myrtle. Let me. So a lot to unpack. So the let's go back to the weight release. So when we were in Orlando, it was me, Coach Seymour, and Myrtle. We went to Cracker Barrel. We went to Texas Roadhouse, eating the rolls, right? Eating the cornbread, the biscuits, and then at the hotel, we had pizza. It was a good trip. And so, but Coach Seymour was like, I'm not taking my soursop while I'm here. I took mine at night, just once a day. I took mine before I went to bed. So in the morning time, you guys know how soursop works. So I woke up in the morning, ready to go. I just, let some things out. Coach Seymour was, no, I'm waiting till I get home. I'm like, okay, so it is true. Now he started using the Tulsi trim tea. I've been able to use holy basil tea and Tulsi trim tea. Okay, and Tulsi trim tea is holy basil as far as the name of it. Tulsi is holy basil, just so you guys know. Okay, and holy basil that tea makes me real relaxed. Like if I drink it at evening time, I'll take I want to go to sleep. Even during the day, if I drink it around noon, I want to go take a nap, which I've done sometimes because it relaxes me. Tulsi Trim doesn't relax me like that, but Tulsi Trim has a couple other ingredients that help to speed up the weight loss, weight release process. So if you combine soursop with Tulsi Trim, it's going to really help to get some things moving, right? And so, but thanks for sharing that, Coach Seymour. And then as far as Myrtle, you guys met Myrtle. She received her diamond ring in Orlando. She was 76, 75, 76,
75.
75. So the morning breakfast at the hotel room, and so I went down there and I ate, went back upstairs, came back down. I saw her, I went upstairs, came back down to eat. It was about an hour, 2 hours later. Myrtle had a table of people going on the cruise, talking to all of them and just getting their information and just getting names and making friends. And so it was amazing seeing that. And she sat over there with them longer than she sat with us while we were eating. And so she's just on the go. So I wasn't surprised when Seymour just told us. I mean, she has a reason for everything, right? She didn't just invite people over just to have a meal, right? And so when you guys get in situations like that, take advantage of exposing people to the plan, right? We have the S, show the plan, and expose people to the products where you show the products, and that's exactly what she did. And Coach Seymour, he's our sponsor, went over and showed the plan and showed the product. So that's awesome stuff. But thank you, Coach Seymour, for sharing that. All right, hey Anthony, can you unmute yourself, sir?
Yes, Coach Marcus, how you doing this evening?
I'm well. How you doing, sir?
Well, I have a testimony. It's not about the products, however, it's about the business. And again, it's about the benefit of having your own home-based business when it comes to tax season. And there is a lucrative benefit to all of us that we will save in the long run when we have this business, especially this fabulous business that we have now, Green Organic International LLC, along with the two parent companies on Sana and HPN. So just a little quick note. This is our first year that we have to file our home-based business, okay? And if it was not for the business, I would be up the creek with thousands and thousands of dollars that I would have to pay back to the federal government. Because the federal government is the only agency out there can put money that they say you should have paid 3, 4 years and bring it up. We can't do that. So the business itself, you get out there and you work hard to establish it. You're able to use your home-based business just like you guys had told us, Coach, doing the training and everything, become knowledgeable. Pick up that book, the Full 75, that tells you all of the adjustments and the benefits that you can actually write off. I tell you, it is a wealth of knowledge. And of course, I've been doing taxes for like 25 years, but this is the first, that's it. That's the book. This is the first year that I did a home-based business. So I told my wife, I told Tina, I said, look, I don't want to go out and pay extra money for anyone to do our taxes. I know I got this. I can do it. So I sit back and I read and I learned, and now I'm in that attack mode. I'm almost 95% finished with our taxes, and it's on the good end. But if it wasn't for me out there selling the products, Tina selling the products, being able to achieve what we achieved, right, we would not have been able to use our home-based income that we had earned this year. So God bless. He always watches over us. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, thank you, Anthony, for sharing that. And it's amazing, the benefits you have, the tax saving benefits, potential tax saving benefits you'll have by having a business from home. It's amazing, and none of us are tax professionals, right? Well, Coach Seymour, he does used to do taxes, and so, but we have guys. He has a 475 tax deductions. This one is 1001 for 2025. So I think he has this book too. So it's big, and there are lots of legal ways to lower your taxes. And when I got involved in this business model years ago, it wasn't because of the money. I didn't know people were making the type of money we're making. I got involved because I work in management, I have a leadership position, and back then I was, build my career, getting a new position. Every time I received a new position, a leadership role, I got a raise, and my taxes kept going up. Let me close my blind. So my income taxes kept going up, and I wanted a way to legally reduce my income taxes. So over the years, it's saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars. This year alone, I still paid, right, but I reduced my tax bill by I reduced it by $46,000 this year, which is a lot. And so my
You're right.
lifestyle, I made my lifestyle tax deductible. All right. So my cell phone, my internet, a portion of my mortgage, some of my property taxes, my car mileage, when I travel for our events, we write all that off. My t-shirts. I buy my t-shirts. They're for the business. That's tax deductible, right? So, and remember, folks, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep. All right. And so definitely have to learn how to play this game, right? And I filed my taxes yesterday, so, and transmitted the money. So they'll deduct it on Tuesday. Tomorrow morning it'll be out of my bank account, but it's a lot lower. My tax rate is a lot lower than if someone had a job and made the same amount of income I earned, they would be in a higher tax bracket. My tax bracket was lowered significantly, right? To where it was a lot lower than it would have been had I earned the same amount of income on my job, right? Because when you have a business, remember you have your income that comes in, and then you have your expenses, right? And then you're taxed on whatever's left. Whatever's left over, that's what you're taxed on. You have a job, if your income is only from a W-2, right? It's only from a W-2, you tax right off the bat. Right off the bat, you're taxed, right? So thanks for sharing that, Tony. Anthony, go ahead.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, I see. Okay. All right. So of course, can't have a testimonial from Anthony without having one from his wife, Tina. All right. So Tina, you can go ahead and mute yourself.
Hey, I just wanted to share with you guys, since we just launched the laundry detergent and the disinfectant spray, the house spray, I put out an advertisement to my contacts. And before I finish getting it done, I get a phone call saying, "What is this about? I want to buy this." Says, "Is this organic, natural?" I said, "It is all natural." And she's like, "I got a new grandbaby that's living with me now, that's 4 months old, and I need something that'll be safe for her." So I told her about it. I said, "And it's only $12.95. She's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "And it is very potent. You just need just a little squirt. That's it." I said, "You don't have to go crazy like you do with the other sprays." And so she was real excited about this. And this is a friend of mine that I used to work with years ago in phlebotomy. And we had kept in contact since I left the workforce. And I would be commenting on her post, she'd be commenting on my post. But when I put that advertisement about it, and then I told her, I said, "We also have a laundry detergent as well." She said, "Oh my God." She said, "I think I done hit the jackpot." She said, "How much is it?" I said, $12.95. I said, "It can clean up to 32 loads of clothes." She was like, "What?" And so she's like, "Well, send me your website. Send it to me now." And so I sent it to her. And she was real excited. She said, "And what else you got in there?" And so she's like, "My son, he suffers from depression, and the reason I got my grandbaby," and she just gave me the whole story. Her daughter suffers from PTSD. And I said, "We have products that will assist in that as well." And so I asked her, I said, "Well, have you ever heard of black seed oil?" She's like, "Yeah, they have that at Amazon." I said, "Nah." I said, "You're going to want to take a look at ours." I said, "And I can send you 101 benefits of using our black seed oil." And she said, "Really?" She said, "Well, how much is that?" I said, "That one is $25 a bottle." I said, "But you can get a better deal when you get more than buy more than one. You get a better deal that way." I said, "But try one and just see what it's like." So she is placing, I talked to her today. She's placing her order tomorrow. She has she does a workout dance um, for seniors at a recreation center. And so she was like, "Well, I could use this spray to clean my area in there." I said, "Yeah, you sure can." And her towels and all that they have there, because she supplies the towel. She said, "And I can wash my towels with the laundry detergent." I said, "Yep, you sure can." She said, "It's a win-win no matter what." I said, "Yeah, it is." So she was so excited. And I just want folks to know, speak up, advertise, hit your people and let them know, and show excitement when you do it. It was a 7-minute little video where they had the curtains open up with the spray. And before I could even end it with the text that I sent out, here she was hitting me up with her phone number. So that's really good. And so she's going to be telling a lot of people about it.
That's awesome. And the great thing about that, if she tells people about it, she'll have her own website link, right?
Yep.
And
That's what I told her.
she'll be able to share with people. Like I said in the beginning, we use products we like and we share them with people we care about, but we get paid for it. And so now she'll be a customer, all right, a member like all of us are. And when she shares it with people, she'll be able to get paid for it rather than sending people to Amazon and Walmart and Target. So
Right,
that's good
right.
stuff.
And that's what I told her. I said, "Me talking to you on the phone." I said, "You purchase from me." I said, "I get paid to advertise." I said, "Now Tide don't pay you to advertise made detergent
Yeah.
and none of these other things." I said, "But our company," I said, "is in Cincinnati. You right in Columbus, you get your stuff really, really quick." So she was real excited about that.
That's awesome. Thank you, Tina. You always have the different testimonial. Everyone's testimonials are good. So, but you always have a different one each week or a follow up to something you did. So, thank you for always hopping on here and sharing that. Appreciate that. So,
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to get that video. That sounds like that's a good tool. So that's
Yeah, Elizabeth Harper.
yeah, we got it. And so that's the
Yeah.
one thing we have here. We have systems in place for people to be successful if you want to be successful. So you're not recreating the wheel, right? We have a system to help you get in the profit fast. And the products, like the cleaning products, there's 3 different hard surface cleaning sprays, and they each do something different. Okay. One is like Lysol spray, right? It's not an aerosol, it's a spray bottle, but it functions like Lysol, where it knocks out viruses and germs, right? And one is for daily cleaning. So 3 different sprays and also 3 different laundry detergents, all liquids. All right. So once you guys start having them in your hands, you guys are going to see a lot of people want to experience these products.
Yeah, I told her, I said, "We have one that has sage in it." And
Mhm.
that was the hit for her right there.
Yep.
The one with sage. She said, I love sage.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Sage is like a clearing. You've seen people burn sage, and it clears the room of all the negative energy, kind of like high vibe or dragon fire or dragon fire oil that gets rid of all negativity. This one's great. So, but sage. So that's what we have here. And the amazing thing is we're not asking people we're not asking people to do something they don't know how to do, because all they're going to do is transfer their buying. Instead of going to Amazon, Walmart, Costco, they're going to buy from their own store, right? We already show people how to how to buy healthy deodorant, right? We had our 3 deodorant sticks. We show people how to change their soap, right? So they stop buying the unhealthy soap with if you have to be a biology major or a science major to read the ingredients on these soaps, toothpaste, deodorants, shampoos, cleaning products, laundry detergent. If you need a science degree, don't put that in your body, right? And so we show people how to switch out their toothpaste and use our tooth powder. Because I don't know if you guys know this, those toxic ingredients, if especially for people who want to lose weight, a lot of times it's difficult to lose weight because those toxic chemicals are stored in your fat cells. Okay. And they don't want to leave. So that's why we have a detoxing process first before people go on their weight loss process. Got to get those toxins out. And people wash their clothes in laundry detergent that's chemical. People wearing deodorant that has all these things in there that aren't great for the body, shampoos and soaps, right? Just imagine you're washing your clothes in some of these commercial cleaning products. Remember, you're washing them and drying them in those chemicals. Your clothes are on your skin. Your skin is your body's largest organ. It absorbs that in the body. So even me, I stopped buying, even though I was buying healthier, drier sheets, I stopped buying, I bought dryer balls, those wool balls, and I put lavender oil, our lavender oil on the balls, put them in the dryer. Our clothes smell great. And they dry faster, which is amazing. So anyway, that's it. All right, thank you, Tina. All right, hey Dee Dee, you've been waiting for a while.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of that. My girls are buying those little dry balls too. I could tell them to put some of that on there. So thank you for that one.
You're welcome.
So hopefully my phone doesn't die. I'm driving and I just dropped my sister off, but she is really excited about the products. She had taken the soursop tea and she had real bad anxiety and her blood pressure and all that. And for the first time in a long, long time, my Lord, when I say the girl's nerves are off the chain, um, she said that she didn't have all of the anxiety and her blood pressure was down and she actually felt good and energized. So she said she took the vitality before that, and she said she felt even better taking the vitality. And like I said, she has, all kind of anxiety, blood pressure, uh, type 2 diabetes, and just, all the things. So for her to really be taking the products and getting results with it is a big deal, because now my mom wants some. She wants to glow because she's like, I want to look younger like you. I'm like, okay, purchase. Um, but last night I was using the black seed oil. So we read a family event yesterday, and my boyfriend's tooth start bleeding. I'm not. He's like he cut it or whatever happened to it, and so he's just sitting. He's just spitting. He's spitting all his blood out. And I'm, what in the world? So I'm panicking. I'm like, oh, I got the black seed oil, because I was actually going to see if anybody wanted to buy any while I was there, but uh, I ended up putting it on his tooth, and it stopped the bleeding. Um, right before he ate too, because he really likes to eat. And it actually stopped the bleeding. He was like, oh, you got really do work, don't it? I was like, yeah. So he put some on it, when you have dreads and stuff like that, sometimes you get those little bumps when you get your hair done. I put some of that on there too. The next morning he woke up, he was like, guess what, baby? You took my bumps away. So I was like, yes. I was like, you believe me now? He was like, oh yeah. So this morning when I woke up, I don't know what was going on with the bleeding gum thing, but my gum started bleeding this morning, and I did the same thing, put the black seed on there, and it stopped the bleeding then. So Oh, and the other thing, my sister, she said she cut herself the other day. She remember seeing my video about, when I cut myself. And she said she put it on there. She said a couple hours later, it was all good. And I was like, man, this stuff is just so dope. Last thing. Okay, coach, I don't know if you saw what I put in the Facebook group, but you were right. I'm going to be the first to say, when I'm wrong, I mean I'm wrong. Remember I told you about the deodorant? I was like, I don't want to use the deodorant. It don't work for me. It don't work for me. So I did the liver cleanse. And even though I didn't do everything in the liver cleanse, but I did a majority of everything. And so something just told me, go use the deodorant again and just see, because I just want to see if it was going to work again for me. And I used deodorant, and I didn't even realize it worked because I was at the family event, things with the churches all week. I was like, I think the deodorant worked. And I was like, not to say it doesn't work, but I'm just saying, I just felt like it wasn't going to work for me at first. And I tell you, it actually does work. And I still smell good on top of that, because I sweat a lot. And for deodorant to work for me, it was only one deodorant I ever used that really worked for me like that. And I just want to say, oh my God. So when you say you probably just need to detox, I'm like, what you trying to say? But I see what you mean now. So thank you for telling me that, because I like the fact that you tell me the truth. It's like, whether I want to hear it or not, I want to hear the truth. Because once I do it, I'm going to be the first one to say, you know what? He was absolutely right, and it absolutely works. So thank you. And I just want to say again that I'm becoming a believer not that I don't believe, but you know what I'm saying? Like, having belief in the product, like every time you take a product, you have more and more belief, and you want to tell more and more people. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. My boyfriend's sister, she bought some Black Tea yesterday too. So she's like, I want to lose weight too. So all I got to do is get one of them, because they like to talk a lot and they like to talk to each other. I just need one of them. And I had a whole family set up. So I'm working on it. So pray for me.
Well, we call her in to be one of our customers and consultants that have helped to grow her business and yours too. But
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys know, but thanks for sharing. Appreciate that. I know you're on the road, so be safe, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
But for those of you who don't know, I mean, if you guys have heard one common product has been black seed oil, right? That one there's over 101 known benefits. Okay, you guys can go to PubMed and you can type Nigella sativa or type black seed oil. You'll see all the benefits of it, and some of the benefits Dee Dee was sharing. Some of the things she talked about with the teeth bleeding for herself and her boyfriend. Well, that's one of the benefits when you apply black seed oil topically, right? And there's a lot more benefits to it. And that's probably our top selling product right now. Right now that we have the home cleaning products, I'm telling you guys, once you guys start having them in hand and are able to use them and demonstrate them, those are probably going to sell out all the time. And so, but we have some really good products here. And Dee Dee, what she's talking about, I think she was referring to the clay and tea tree deodorant stick. Right, of all of the 3 deodorant sticks, this one is the one that pulls out toxins. Okay, and so if you're someone that's hasn't never detoxified or gone through a detox, you use this the first time, you're gonna sweat because it's pulling toxins out. Okay, I'm wearing it today. I didn't sweat at all today because I've gone through the process of getting detox out. But the first time I wore it, I was had to wash my armpits, a couple of times throughout the day and reapply it, right? And so, but as your body becomes less toxic, this one right here, you'll be able to wear it and you won't sweat. But my favorite is still the rose and vetiver because it smells good, right? And so, but this clay and tea tree stick, right? This one right here, if you want to pull toxins out the body, it's going to pull it out through your armpits, right? But it's also good for fungus. Like people have used this for like foot fungus, rubbed on their feet, knocked it out, right? Pretty good stuff. So thank you, Dee Dee, for sharing that. And she's definitely becoming a product of the product, and initially she didn't like the flavor of like the green products, and now she can tolerate them more now. But now because Dee Dee is a product of the product, her family has seen her results, and now they come to her for solutions to their issues when it comes to their health, which is great. That's how we do. That's how we build it here. And I overlooked somebody's Rasan said he saved a lot of money on his taxes too this year. I overlooked that. But thanks, Rashawn. All right, so we have like 4 minutes left. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to share while we're here before we wrap this up?
Hey, Coach, one
Yes, sir.
quick thing. I just got a text from my sisters. I had, 3 days ago, Friday, I think it was, I sent them both a box full of products, over $500 in each box. My older sister just texted me and she said, oh, wow, Fonso. Well, they call me by my middle name, which is Alfonso. They call me Fonso. She said, oh, wow, Fonso. I just got my box. I was so excited. I tried the tooth powder. Oh my God, I love it. And so I responded to her. I said, well, when I got mine, I got rid of all my toothpaste. I threw them away, and this is all I used. So she stated that she was reading the instruction, and it also said to use the spray after. I forgot was to send her some spray. So I'll be sending her the spray. But just the fact that, I mean, we hear us talking about testimonials, and here she goes. She sent me a text right here. And tell me how excited she is about the way the toothpaste tastes, or like made her teeth feel. So her teeth feel real clean.
Yeah, the tooth powder it polishes the teeth, right? Because it's bentonite clay, there's peppermint in it, cinnamon is in it. And I think my process were delivered. Something was delivered. The mailman's downstairs, so don't know what. I think that may be the other product I talked about earlier. But anyway, our tooth powder is antiviral, right? And no fluorides in it, but it polishes the teeth, right? Good for the gums. Has your breath smelling nice. It's really good. So if you guys want to switch from using toothpaste that has fluoride and peppermint in it, the reason why they put peppermint in toothpaste is because they want to mask the flavor of the nasty chemicals in it. The triclosan and all the other stuff. That's why you don't want to use the chemical laden toothpaste, right? Remember, you have mucous membranes. You're brushing your teeth with that stuff, it gets absorbed into the body. So people are switching over, and once they use our tooth powder, they love it. Now it's not going to suds up like regular toothpaste, but it does an amazing job of polishing the teeth, strengthens the gum. People seeing gingivitis and loose teeth reverse, and teeth are whitened and the breath smells good. Right, so it's an amazing product. But thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. So anyway, someone asked, has anyone used the detergent or cleaning products yet? I've responded a couple of times, said no one probably has received theirs because they just shipped the bottles out on Friday. So we haven't received them yet. But as soon as we do receive our products, I'm sure people are going to come back next week and talk about how great the cleaning products are and the laundry detergent is. But so far, no one has received them, but it's all good. All right, guys. So, hey, it's been an hour, almost an hour. We have 1 minute till 6 o'clock my time. But appreciate everyone for hopping on here and sharing your testimonials. We have different testimonials every week. It's amazing. We would be on here for hours if there wasn't a time limit. All right. And so, but I need to eat. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm getting kind of hungry now. But if you guys are a guest watching live, hey, get back with whoever invites you here tonight, and let them know if you have any questions and they can help answer. And go and set up your account. Right. You can sign up for free. Right. You can sign up for absolutely free with both companies. Right. Just to take a look under the hood. And with HBN, you can actually earn commissions without buying anything. You can earn 10% commissions with HBN, right, as a free member for your first month, right? Go to Sign, you get a free account, and you can just take a look under the hood and have access to everything, right, guys? But that's it, folks. Appreciate you being here. We will see you tomorrow night for our training. Every Thursday night, we do have a couple of Zooms that introduce people to the products. We have the Detox Divas. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the business overview that talks about the benefits of setting up your part-time business with either GoToSign or HBN or both, right? So that's on Thursday nights, all right? So see you guys later. Like I said, if you are a guest and you're watching live, contact whoever invited you here tonight. If you watch the replay, like many people are going to do, get with the person that shared the replay with you and get any questions you have answered and go set up your account. All right. So you guys be well, and we will see you next week or maybe Thursday. Peace. Bye.